करें और शुभ भावनाओं को रखें। मैं नाउ रिक्वेस्ट श्री B.Y. Raghavendra, the Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha from Shivamogga, Karnataka, to give his greetings. जोरदार तालियों से मानव स्वागत।
Shanti, Namaskara. My deepest respect to the source of blessing for this event, the Joint Chief of Brahma Kumaris, Rajayogini, B.K. Sudesh Didi. My respectful regards to the Pidapati of Vishwa Vakkaliga Mahasamsthana Math, and I extend my warmest regards to the distinguished guests present here today. I also greet the distinguished leaders of Brahma Kumaris, Rajayogini, B.K. Chakradhar Didi and Rajayogi B.K. Karunabai and Mrityunjay Bhaiji. I must also convey my deepest respect to Sneha Didi and Ansuya Didi from my parliament constituency from Shivamogga, whose guidance and motivation have made it possible for me to stand here today on this august stage. I would also like to take this opportunity to offer my respectful regards to the thousands of Brahma Kumaris sisters who are dedicatedly transforming the world through the purity and power of Raj Yoga. Their tireless service continues to nurture values of peace, brotherhood, and harmony in our society. I would also like to acknowledge with deep respect the presence of our esteemed legislators from my constituency, belated MLC Shri Rudragowda ji and respected MLC Arun ji and respected our MLC Shri Dhananjay Kumar Sir ji, and also from ruling party my friend Dr. and MLA Mungol ji also in front of the stage, and our leader Jyoti Prakash, and one more honorable guest on the stage, our master from our Karnataka, our senior leader Timapur ji. Commend the Brahma Kumaris for hosting this summit. The presence of so many spiritual and political leaders remind us that the great challenges requires a great effort with harmony of policy and consciousness. Since my arrival in this peaceful abode of Mount Abu yesterday, I have felt a deep sense of calm and positivity. In a word that moves so fast, this place offers a divine pause. The sacred places, Pandava Bhavan, Shanti Bhavan, Manasa Sarovar, Gnana Sarovar, PM Park, Peace Park are not just places but living centers of spiritual and dedication. Each step here has filled me with a renewed purpose, motivation and immense positivity. We cannot forget the visionary Prajapita Brahma Baba, whose faith and vision laid the foundation of this spiritual center. Mount Abu and Shantivana today dedicate peace and spiritual energy to the entire world. For me, this visit is not just a trip, it is a pilgrimage for the soul. I feel deeply blessed and carry with me the responsibility to spread the light of spiritual peace and positivity whenever I go. As I stand before the immense gathering of intellect and experience, I must also confess that I am neither a subject matter expert on economy nor on environment. I am primarily here today to listen and to learn from all the acclaimed guests and experts who are assembled on this global stage. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the subject of my address today, balancing economic and environmental interest, is in many ways the defining question of the 21st century. It is a question that sits at the very heart of the idea of a sustainable future. For too long, the world has seen economy and environment as two wrestlers in one ring. One must lose for the other to win. But I stand before you today to state in the clearest possible terms that this was a false choice. They are not rivals, they are actually partners in progress. Okay, then why should we treat both as equal, paramount? As I see it, the economy is vital because it is the engine of progress, the source of jobs, the means to eradicate poverty, and the pathway to ensure dignity of life for every citizen.